Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm here to talk about Scion. If you don't know what Scion is, let me just tell you real quick. Scion is a sub company of Toyota, so pretty much it's just like it's a Toyota. They have a few brands, not too many. We can see on their website right now. Their models they have one, two, three, four, five. Now, if you all many people from Zion, there's mainly three cars I've ever heard of: the FRS, the TC, and the XB. Those are the three main cars. I personally never seen an IA or an IM on the road, but maybe the people around me just don't drive them. I've seen XBs, I've seen TCs, I've seen FRSs. FRS are the same thing as the Subaru BRZs, so if you're familiar with that, you know what this is. And those are the only models they have. But back to the news, Toyota has decided to kill the brand in 2016. So you can see Toyota started. Even Google knows this now. If you type in Scion, it says car manufacturer. It says started in 2003 and will end by the end of 2016. And Scion actually started out because Toyota wanted to target a younger customer base, but that approach failed completely because younger people never bought Scions, and the truth is, younger people actually are more towards more younger people buy Toyotas than they buy Scions. So their whole entire marketing strategy failed completely, and it was a complete fuck up. So they have finally decided to just let it go. Most of the times, when people buy a Scion, such as if you buy the FRS, you'll see a lot of people have Toyota badges on the front of it. They just take the Scion badge off, and they put Toyota badges on the car. Mainly because, I personally think they should have Subaru badges on them because they have a Subaru engine. But whatever, that's between. Scion is a shitty company, in my opinion. Shitty in the sense that no one actually uses their cars. I mean, people use them, but for me personally, I never liked the XB. It looked like shit to me. None of the cube cars look good to me at all. So I guess that's just me. Not to take any offense to anyone, but any of the cube cars never really appealed to me. They look boxy. They look weird. They're not my style. So XB didn't stand out to me too much. The FRS, that thing, personally, I'd rather get the Subaru BRZ because if it has the Subaru engine inside, I'd rather get the Subaru one. Just saying. And as far as the TC, to me, that pretty much, to me, in my opinion, I felt like that was just a Toyota Celica. If you look at the Scion TC, and you look at the Toyota Celica, they're pretty much the same thing. I feel like this car stopped being manufactured on like 2005, 2006, and they started manufacturing these, before that. So I feel like they started making TC, and they're just like, all right, bye bye Celica, and now the TC became the Celica because they're both front wheel drive. They both have four cylinder engines. They're pretty much the same thing. They're both made by Toyota. One has a Scion badge, the other one has a Toyota badge, but overall they're the same car in my opinion. So to me, they didn't really count too much. Aside from that, the IA and the IM, I'd never even seen those cars on the road. So to me, in my opinion, the Scion brand was just useless. Now, in my also to back them up a little bit, in my opinion, I did completely disagree with having two different brands to the same car. It really pisses me off sometimes. For example, like Chevy Tahoe, right? Like the Chevy Tahoe and the like GMC uh, Yukon or something like that. Like they're the same car, and they just have different. They have a little bit of different shapes and stuff, but overall inside the car they're the same thing, and it just pisses me off to have the two different kinds of cars with the same thing. There's different models. And that's kind of okay. But what's even worse is when you have the same exact car with different brands, with different logos on 'em. Like certain like Toyotas and Lexuses are the same car with different logos on them, and people buy them like crazy because they think they're something special, something more, something different, just because they have a different badge on them. And what surprises me when you go into different countries outside of the U.S., you notice that you'll see the same car with a Toyota badge that doesn't come in. If you see like I don't know, let's say Lexus. Here, let me show you something. Lexus GX. Okay, GX uh, trucks. Okay, images. GX. So this is Lexus GS right here. GX. Let's say 2009 Lexus GS. That's what it looks like, right? All right. Now let's look at this. Toyota Prado. Look at this car. Let's look at the 2009 one. Same car. It's the same car. I don't understand it. Look at the newer ones. Say 2012, right? This is 2012. All right, let's look at the 2012. This same car. Look at that. Same car. That's a Lexus badge right there. That's a Toyota badge. They're literally the same car with different badges on them. Trying to, I bet you the Lexus costs more. I bet you can get the same features in both of them. Kind of pissing me off, but overall, it's just a marketing, scheme. And the reason why Toyota decided to kill Scion is because that marketing scheme did not go well for Toyota. So they're like, all right, it's not working out. Fucking scrap it. So that was the plan overall. Like that was what they went for, and I completely agree with them. What they were trying to do didn't work, so I don't blame them for stopping it. As far as if you have a Scion, first things first. Sorry, buddy, because your value of your car just dropped so much because your brand is going out of business pretty much. To people, that's what they think. They think, oh, there's no more Scions on the road. Okay, that brand just died. Those cars are probably shitty, and that's not the truth. Like Pontiac died, Saturn died, and maybe those cars were shitty, but that doesn't mean the whole brand died because of those cars. Those cars are the same cars that you would find in Chevys and GMs and stuff. So just because you can't say like you wouldn't think that the Subaru BRZ is a bad car just because Scion died, right? You wouldn't think that. So people don't know, and I feel bad for the people who have Scions because their values just drop so much. And aside from that, if you have a Scion, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. Instead of going to a Scion dealership, you're pretty much not going to be going to a Toyota dealership. So whenever you have maintenance work or recall or anything like that, it's now going to be done through Toyota, and it's not actually now. At the end of the year, so at the end of 2016, it'll be over. If you want to buy a Scion like really badly, and don't think they're going to be gone. Most of the Scion models will just be switched over to Toyotas. So, like, say you want to buy a Scion FRS, don't worry about it, because there's going to be a Toyota FRS as soon as the 2017 models come out. The Scion FRS is going to become the Toyota FRS. So, no difference there. Just, something, I'd say sad, but it's really not, it's not a bad thing at all. Didn't make a difference to me. I don't think it made a difference to everyone else either. I noticed a lot of people, have the Toyota badges on their Scions, so it doesn't make a difference at all. In other countries, these cars have Toyota badges, so then again, it doesn't make a difference. I feel like it's just a way to get people, in and make them spend their money on something different, just trying to make something get different, and that is what it is. So we can't change anything about it, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Subscribe right here for more videos, and Look in the description too for the links of my Instagram and my Twitter. And have a good day. Enjoy your car, whether it's a Scion, a Toyota, or Lexus. Just know it's the same shit, and just enjoy your car.